How's it going? Hope you're having an excellent day. So today I wanted to talk about magnifying glasses. And I guess to kind of set the scene first, we have light. And this light is ever present. It's like a universal mind. And it's always seeking for more life. So more life, more growth, and more expression. And this light is present in each one of us, inside of each of us, and in all things around us. And so truly it's like a connecting point or a connecting network between all things and through all things. And so we are like the magnifying glass, and maybe even better said, it's like within each of us there is this instrument like a magnifying glass, and it's like a channel. And so I'm going to draw that up real quick. All right, so we can be like the channel of this light, this guidance, this power in order to accomplish things. All right, so next up, let me draw this in a profile view. All right, so we have this light coming to each of us. And I think the first big step in all of this is awareness. So number one, awareness. Basically, that's just, knowing that the light is there. And this is certainly a big step, because feeling out life and feeling out this light, that's present in the universe, present within us, it is a big step to become aware of that in your own personal life. All right, so with awareness, so as a channel, so pretend like we spray paint one side of this magnifying glass with like black paint, right? And so if we spray paint it, it's not going to be effective. The light isn't going to be able to pass through it. It can't act as a channel. And another word I wanted to say on this is we're kind of like an agent of the light, performing those things as agents. But so if we block this off, the light can't pass through it. But if we keep it clean and clear, we have openness. So number two, openness. And basically openness, it really comes from just a trust, a definite trust in what the light is indicating to do. That guidance, that support, being open to whatever it might be. And sometimes it can be kind of like a stumbling block, something you can trip over, where you have your own, these beliefs that, have come from wherever they may have come from. And maybe that light is going against your own, those beliefs that you have. Or even maybe it's something that doesn't make sense to you. Something that the light is indicating to do just doesn't make sense. And so this openness can take a lot of trust. All right, so as light passes through a magnifying glass, the light is bent, basically. And so we have the light bending. And then there's this, basically a focal point where all of that energy, that light, focuses. And so, but with this, in order to do this, we have to have alignment. All right, so number 3. Alignment. And this is huge in life. Finding that alignment and basically accomplishing what you personally need to accomplish in your life. And so alignment, where it comes from, it's basically you have this light coming. And as the light comes, you need to understand where it's coming from. Understand what it's directing you towards. So as you have your lens, right, you're going to have to change, maybe change certain things in your life in order to come into alignment with what that light is indicating. And not only, seeing where that light is coming from, but understanding your lens and, where you need to position it in order to maximize your focus. And so it's really an understanding of where the light is coming from, and also an understanding of your own internal world. And so alignment, like finding those passions, those desires that will drive you to accomplish those things that you truly need to accomplish. And with that, so the light, as we're seeing where it's coming from, one thing I wanted to say is that just with this openness also is being open to what it's indicating. Sometimes we think we understand where our greatest joy might come from. But this universal mind, this intelligence, this light that has that, that all-knowing wisdom can direct us to those things that will bring us the greatest joy, that will bring us the greatest satisfaction. And it takes a lot of humility to say, okay, I'm going to follow this light. I'm going to follow this direction that the light's giving me and align with it and see what happens, And sometimes, I think maybe a lot of times, it takes a lot of patience too. You align with it and maybe, things don't fall into place, right as that happens. And it can be frustrating. But that's definitely where patience and humility come into play. All right, so one more thing that I wanted to talk about is that, so as we find this alignment, sometimes there are other little things out here, distractions that can take us away from what we're truly supposed to be focusing on. And so number 4 in this is attention. All right, so so basically, when we get distracted, we're bouncing between different points, just bouncing around, kind of scattered, right? And I have definitely felt scattered at several points in my life, And it can be hard because you're trying to find your true alignment, right? Trying to find, where is that place where I can make the greatest effect? Where I can really maximize what I accomplish in my life, because it's a drive within each of us to bring forth more life, not only to ourselves, but to our loved ones, to those around us. Just the same as with the universal mind, with light, as it's directing us, wanting us to bring forth more life, more abundance. And so that's where attention comes into play, and it's a big thing. Attention is a skill that if you really hone that, it can have a great payoff in your life. And so basically we have these four things, being aware of that light, of that guidance, of that power that is accessible to each of us. And keeping ourselves open, keeping our channel open to whatever that light may direct us toward. And as we're open, having that humility to align with the light, align ourselves with it, and trust that we are truly accomplishing the greatest good in our life. And so, thinking there was something else I wanted to say, but can't quite think of it. I want to give you an invitation. So, my markers are kind of dying. Let's see. Let's try another. All right, so my invitation is to take 10 minutes. And during those 10 minutes, to allow yourself that openness, that freedom of thought, freedom of feeling, in a quiet place, or even if you can't find a quiet place, with headphones, earplugs, somewhere peaceful, so that you can get into a peaceful state and be able to take those 10 minutes and really feel out your life, feel out your internal person, feel out your beliefs, feel out the light, this energy, this power, this direction and guidance in your life, and see where you can change things. These things are all connected, right? So as you get more awareness, you're able to find more openness, because as you trust more that the light is truly there, you'll be more open to receiving it. And as you have more openness, you can find greater alignment. And basically, as you find that greater alignment, that greater awareness, openness, you give more attention, you're able to really hone in on exactly where you need to be, what you need to be accomplishing, And people might think, what are they doing? They might think you're crazy, right? But you'll have this internal trust that you are truly aligning with the life that you need to live, the things that you need to be accomplishing, the person that you need to be. And so taking those 10 minutes can really have a great payoff. And not only, it's not really a one-time effort. It truly is like a daily ongoing effort that you give that time to meditate, to really ponder and think about your life and what it is that you need to be doing with, this whole setup. And so I hope that you've enjoyed this. I thank you for spending this time with me and talking about these things. And I hope that this can be a benefit in your life. And so thank you, and I hope you have an excellent day.